There's nobody there to argue that Paul was a good person, a good man, a good leader, that he was a man of good character and intent. Nobody. Well, can I suggest to you that there's going to come times in your life when you ain't got nobody but God, when you ain't got nobody around you but the Lord? How do you handle abandonment? The one thing that Paul tells us about this trial is that he stood there alone. Look at verse 16. He says, no man stood with me. No person. And when you read that in the Greek, you have to ask the question, why does Paul include that in what he's saying? Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. This is a prayer to God where Paul starts to indicate to God that he forgave those who deserted him, who refused to stand by him. Where did Paul get this? Jesus says, Father, forgive them because they don't know what they're doing. We as believers have to understand, yes, we get hurt. People hurt us. People do things to us. But we do have to rise to the standard of Christ and say, Father, forgive them. A lot of people have hurt me. A lot of people have attacked me, but they don't realize they're not fighting me. They're fighting against the kingdom of God. Nero, strengthened his hand in weakness and in condemnation and condemned Paul to death, but he left the time and the manner of the execution undecided. Let me tell you something. That was an opening for God to work. In your situation, in your distress, look for the opportunity for God to move on your behalf. Quit pouting. Quit fainting. Quit falling apart. And start saying, I will trust in the Lord.